Hello, my name is Carrie Glenn and I am the author of the Periscope Checklist. And today I'm going to give you stage fright strategies to help get you through either your first scope or, if you're anything like me, subsequent scopes, because I get nervous before every single one. And I have on page 10 of my checklist, I do have several strategies for preparing yourself, and among those strategies I do have stage fright techniques. So I'm going to demonstrate a couple of them to you. Okay, perfect. The very first tip is to jot down a couple of notes that you are going to have of what you're going to talk about when you scope. Just jot down 1, 2, 3 bullet points, you're good to go. That way, if you get nervous or if the conversation gets off topic, which tends to happen on Periscope because the viewers ask questions and you may answer them, this keeps you on topic, keeps you going. Tip number 2, diaphragmatic breathing. So, follow me on this one. Diaphragmatic breathing is when we breathe through our lungs down into our diaphragm, causing our belly to swell rather than our chest to swell. So a good way to test to see if this is how you are breathing is to place one hand on your chest and place one hand on your belly and then breathe. See which one moves. Do this with me. One hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. Just relax and breathe. And then we're going to try this one more time with one hand on our chest, one hand on our belly, and breathe with me again. Wow, should have been breathing out through my mouth, but I was concentrating on my hands. Anyway, so the first time I breathed, my chest was moving. The second time, both were moving, and the last time, just my stomach. If you did it, rewind, you can check it out and see for yourself. So what you want is the last one. You want only your belly to move. So try that again with me and see what happens naturally for you. You should be breathing out your mouth. Okay, so I'm breathing with my belly moving only. And this is diaphragmatic breathing. If that doesn't happen naturally for you, that's your first exercise. When you get up in the morning before you scope, or 5 minutes before you scope, if it's evening, whichever, just place one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly, and give it a go. Sometimes when you're new at it, you're going to have to concentrate on bypassing that top hand and just allowing the belly to breathe in and out. Just breathing. You want to breathe in for the count of 4 and breathe out for the count of 8. Try that with me. Okay, let's try that again. You want to breathe in. You want to breathe in for the count of 4 and breathe out for the count of 8. So you breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see my hand is collapsing that whole time. Now breathe in, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You've just warmed up all of your lungs and diaphragm muscles. You're now ready to move on to the second exercise. Now that you've gotten used to that, we add ha to our outward breath. So we breathe in through our nose, just our belly moving. Ha. See that? Pretty simple. Try it with me. ha, 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 ha. Very good. So you definitely want to let your breath make that sound, not your chest. So if we're going, ha, ha, my whole posture changes, everything changes. And what happens when we breathe that way, yes, it's great for voice training, it also calms the nerves. So it's perfect. It's killing two birds with one stone, but we don't like to kill birds. Anyway, it's getting two with one because you're doing a vocal exercise to warm up your vocals, and then you're also calming your nerves because you're allowing oxygen. And let's do that one more time where we take those breaths a little bit deeper. I kind of rushed through them to show you how to do it, but let's do it how you will do it before you scope. Ha. 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 Now remember, it doesn't need to sound pretty. And this third exercise is called I have a big black dog. In this exercise, you want to play with volume. Now here's the thing, you don't want to get louder because you're straining your voice. You don't want to get softer and whisper without using the technique. What you want to do is let that air breathe out to sound louder or softer as needed. So for this, we start off. And when we breathe in, we breathe out and say, I have a big black dog. So breathe in and out. I have a big black dog. Nice, round, full sound. Again. I have a big black dog. Very good. And let's try that one more time. Breathe in. I have a big black dog. Now, you're going to breathe in, just like the same, and you're going to breathe out, but this time you're going to breathe out and project your voice even louder. And to do this, you're using your diaphragm muscle to gently let that air come out. So breathe in. I have a big black dog. I've totally bypassed my throat with that. Try that again. I have a big black dog. And one more time. I have a big black dog. So it does take practice. If that was easy for you, perfect. Just keep doing it though, because just because it's easy doesn't mean you still don't need to do it. It's just like going for a walk. Even though it's easy, it's still healthy to go for a walk. So keep those diaphragm muscle and those lungs in shape by continuing to do this diaphragm exercise in sequence. Okay, this exercise is extremely valuable for when you have nerves that are going insane, all right? It's called the ragdoll. And the first thing you're gonna do is lift your arms up, and you're going to literally feel like there's a string pulling your fingertips straight up to the sky. Every ounce of energy is going up through your fingertips, out into the sky, pulling, pulling, pulling. And then what happens here is one body part at a time, you're going to relax it on my cue. Keep pulling. I want to see that energy. I want to see the energy coming out through your fingertips. And on the first cue, you're just going to allow your fingers to drop. And on cue, 5, 6, 7, 8, drop. Now all the energy should be coming out through the tops of your wrists. Well, your hands. So still, all that energy is still coming out. And on cue, you're going to drop your hands so that your wrists are just dangling. 5, 6, 7, 8, wrist. Now see, your arms are still being pulled up. Use all that energy. You should be feeling a little bit of tired right now. On cue, you're going to drop, but leave your elbows up. So the tops of your arms are going to come down. On cue, 5, 6, 7, 8, drop. Elbows are pulling upwards towards the sky. On cue, you're going to drop your arms down, keeping your head. You're going to focus on your head being pulled up towards the sky. 5, 6, 7, 8, drop. And now, top of your head is pulling up to the sky. On cue, you're going to drop your head forward gently, but your shoulders will still be pulling up towards the sky. On cue, 5, 6, 7, 8, drop. And now you're going to bend at the top of your back. On cue, 5, 6, 7, 8, drop. Notice my arms dangle down a little bit away from my body. Now it's going to be all the way to the waist, and when you do this, it's very important to bend your knees. And keep your bottom pulling straight up towards the sky. And everything else is completely relaxed. On cue, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you're going to dangle here. And you're going to allow your hands to pull you down with their weight only, not because you're reaching. And you can shake them a little. Shake your head, allow your neck to relax. If your hands weren't touching the floor, you'll notice that they probably are now. And you just sink into that feeling. Just sink. Now you are going to come up so slowly. You're going to keep your knees bent until the very end. You're going to come up and stack yourself on top of itself. What I mean by that is engage your core, engage your belly muscles. That's what's coming up first. You want to think about straightening your spine slowly, leaving everything else still dangling. So start lifting on cue. 5, 6, 7, 8. You're lifting slowly. Your arms are still dangling it. You're slowly lifting. Your bottom is starting to slide under you, just like it would be if you're standing. You're lifting up in your lower abdomen. Now you're feeling your spine, each vertebrae stacking up on itself, one on top of the other, letting your shoulders completely relax. The last thing to come up, once your shoulders are square but relaxed, is your head. That is the ragdoll. It is the most fabulous exercise for releasing tension and getting yourself ready to do any kind of performance. It really does help with stage fright. I hope you'll do it every time you get so nervous you can just hardly stand it. And do it whenever you're just feeling like, oh, I need a really good stretch. We're going to go through that one more time without all the explanation. So you might want to watch it, and then you can do it with me. Or if I will do the explanation, but I'll do it quickly. I'm not going to say, I'll just say the body parts that go, all right? So we stretch up to the sky. All the energy is shooting out our fingers, stretching up, head stretching up, everything stretching up to the sky. And fingers, hands, arms, upper arms, head, shoulders, dropping it down slowly and dangling. allow yourself to, this time, just you probably went down really nice and far. Breathe nice and deep. And slowly coming up, bend your knee and allow your bottom to start dropping. Pull in through your abdomen. Use your lowest part of your abdomen to gently lift your body up. Your arms are still dangling. Your bottom starting to go underneath you to hold you in securely as if you're walking. You're stacking one vertebrae on top of the other. Your shoulders are relaxed, dropping down into place. The last thing to come up is your head. It is so relaxing. Yeah. All right.